How's it going, my fellow planeswalkers? Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of MTG Arena with champmoish, we're exploring a card that I happen to have thought originally was rather garbage, but have come to think otherwise in the time being. So I'm talking about Nikya of the Old Ways. So this is actually a really cool legendary creature. It's a 5-drop with a 5/5 body. Okay, decent. You can't cast non-creature spells. So in the past, I didn't even read much beyond that. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't think I'd be ever playing that. But then fate would have it that I actually scored 4 copies of it. I did not redeem any wild cards for this. And now I'm sitting on 4 copies of Nikya of the Old Ways. And I thought it's high time I make a deck. So what Nikya does is whenever you tap a land for mana, you get to add an additional mana of that color. So whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced. So this essentially is great for ramping and using for massive spells. But then again, you're locked into creature spells. So I got to thinking, and this is what I came up with. It's a rather cool brew. I definitely enjoy it. I have been considering maybe even splashing in black so I could get some reoccurrence from my graveyard. But so far, we're sticking over here in the Gruul colors. Yeah, let's get into a breakdown. Before I do, I want to give you guys a reminder to hit that subscribe button. I'm quite pleased. My Simic Proliferation deck finally hit 1,000 views. That's a first for me. I'm happy to see that. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you do, hit the subscribe button. I'm aiming to hit 100 subscribers. I'm so far at 82 subscribers. Let's make it happen, guys. Okay, so Nikya's ramp. It starts off, we have 3 Goblin Banner Ray. So this is on the low end of things. The reason why I'm playing Goblin Banner Ray is, as I said, I'm going to be having massive amounts of mana, hopefully, potentially available to me. So with that, I could keep on using this ability and I could keep on jacking up a simple Goblin Banner Ray to hit for 10, 12, 14 damage. It's just amazing. It's really great. So I'm running 3 copies of this. Maybe that's a bit excessive, but I figure it's also great for a chump block if I need to, starting off at the beginning of the game. Then we have 2 copies of Immolation Shaman. Personally, I don't know why this card is a rare. You know, for a 2-drop, 1/3 body, whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land that isn't a mana ability, so let's say like a tap ability, or a sacrifice ability, yeah, whatever, tap ability, Immolation Shaman deals 1 damage to that player. But big deal. You know, it's no great shakes. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the 5 mana ability, 2 of which are red. Immolation Shaman gets +3/+3 and gains Menace until end of turn. So that's always nice. Once again, I'm probably going to use this as an early game blocker. Then we have Tybalt's Rager, which is similar to my Goblin Banner Ray over here. Whenever it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, which is a cool advantage, and I pay 2 mana and gets a +2/+0 until end of turn. Maybe I should run a 4th copy of Goblin Banner Ray as opposed to another Tybalt's Rager, but I felt, you know me, if you watch my videos, I like to give cards that I don't otherwise see any play. I personally have never played this card. I have it. I'm like, let's throw it in. Then we have 4 copies of Paradise Druid. This is for my earlier game ramp. I want to be able to hit my Nikya as early as possible so I could really start getting a lot of that. You know what? Actually, this is what I'm going to do. For Paradise Druid, Vivien's Grizzly. So in this deck, I'm running no non-creature spells. This is 36 creatures in this deck. So actually, now that I'm thinking about that, maybe I'll get rid of 1 Tybalt's Rager and put in another Vivien's Grizzly. What Vivien Grizzly does is you pay 4 mana, which, as I said before, hopefully I'll have plenty of available mana. You get to look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature or a planeswalker card, and let's be real, I'm running 36 creatures. The odds that it's going to be a creature card is very high. You may reveal and put it into your hand. So essentially, I'm getting a card draw, which is important. For 4 mana in green, to pay 4 mana and get a card, I think that's great. If you don't put the card into your hand, put it on the bottom of your library. So this is also another great way, because if it's, let's say I have plenty of land and I don't want to land, then I put it at the bottom of my library and hopefully I'll be able to draw into another creature. Then we have 4 copies of Draconic Disciple. This is once again for early game ramp, but Draconic Disciple is actually really key in this deck because, as I said, later game, when I have plenty of mana, available mana, and I don't need a Draconic Disciple to tap for additional mana, I could just sacrifice it and create a 5/5 dragon, which it's huge. It's super important. So I'm running 4 copies of this. Then we get into a part of the deck This is a little more jank into this deck that I appreciate. So Amplifier, it's a 4-cost creature, 1/1, no great shakes. But what it does is actually something very interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Until your next turn, Amplifier's base power becomes twice that card's power, and its base toughness becomes twice that card's toughness. Put the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. So, I'm running some stuff that has a decent amount of power, such as Nikya's and, Skarrgan Hellkite. These aren't huge powers, but I figured, it's always nice. It doubles up anyway. It's not like I'll just become a 5/5 if I copy a Nikya. I become a 10/10. So I think that's pretty huge. I'm running 1 copy of Daggercaster because you have to remember, in this deck, being that I'm not playing any instants or sorceries or any other form of cards beyond creatures, I need to have creature cards that give me value that I would otherwise turn to instants or sorceries. For example, over here, if my opponent's playing tokens, I need a way to be able to wipe out those tokens. And this is Daggercaster has come to answer. When Daggercaster enters battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent, 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. So, that can knock out, a lot of tokens if I need to, if I draw this card right. I'm not running more than 1 copy because then again, I feel like it'll be pretty much a waste of a slot. I'm just going to be using this hopefully for a pinch when I'm in a pinch and I need it specifically for this application to wipe out my opponent's tokens. We have Daggercaster. Then we have 2 Neheb Dreadhorde Champions. So this is another cool card that I've never got any play out of. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone play it either. This could just be my experience. I don't think anyone's playing Neheb the Dreadhorde Champion. What it does is it has Trample, 5/4 body. Whenever Neheb Dreadhorde Champion deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So this is actually very important because let's say you're more mid-game already. You already have Nikya down. You have no more need for any sort of ramp creatures such as Paradise Druid, Draconic Disciples, or even these small chumps like Goblin Bannerrays and Immolation Shamans. If you attack with Neheb, you could go ahead and discard all these cards, draw that many cards, and hopefully run into some more late game plays that you want. And to have the boot, you go ahead and you have additional red mana available, so you could go ahead and start casting that stuff, which I find is amazing. Then we have Varric's Bladewing. This card is great in this deck. The reason being is you almost always get the kicker off. So basically, for essentially 7 mana, you're producing 2 4/4 flying dragons. Yeah, that's definitely worth it any day. And let's say you don't have it, you could always, play the regular 4 mana and create a 4/4 flyer, which is great as well. Then we have 2 copies of Beast Whisperer. Being that I don't have any other ways of drawing cards, being that I don't have any other spells beyond creature spells, this works out fantastic over here. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get to draw a card. And we all know that, as I said before, I said twice already, I have 36 creatures in this deck. Then we have 1 Waker of the Wilds. This is another great way to bring on more things onto the field. Even let's say I have an empty hand or whatever, and I have a Nikya down, I could just tap for hella mana and just make my lands become creatures with haste as well. So Waker of the Wilds, great card for this deck as well. Then we have Grand Warlord Rada. Once again, another ramp element in this deck. It has haste. It's 3/4 body for 4 mana. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of either red or green mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So this is great. You could have some of Goblin Bannerrays, Immolation Shamans down. You could hit Grand Warlord Rada on curve, swing in with all the creatures that you already have on the field, produce quite a bit of mana, slap down something else from your hand. Great card. Then we have Sunder Shaman. This is one of the ways I'm hoping to remove of some artifacts or enchantments if I need to in a pinch. When I was going to make this deck, I came to realize a card that would be really key in this deck, would be Zakama. I forgot her whole name or whatever his whole name. It's that massive dragon that has the ability to pay 3 green, destroy target artifact or enchantment, pay 3 red, do 3 damage to any creature. So that card would be massive in this deck, but I don't have it. So what we are going to settle for is the Skarrgan Hellkite. And when I say settle, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word. because you ain't settling when you're playing Skarrgan Hellkite in conjunction with Nikya the Old Ways. This answers the problem of removal, because with Skarrgan Hellkite down, if you pay the Riot and give the 1/1 counter, I could pay 4 mana, which, as I said before, hopefully I'll have plenty of, and I could do 2 damage divided as I choose amongst any targets. So this is the primary way that I plan on removing my opponent's threats, with the Skarrgan Hellkite in conjunction with Nikya of the Old Ways. Then we're playing 4 copies of Nikya of the Old Ways. If you watch any of my other videos, you would know that legendary creatures, when it comes to legendary creatures, I don't personally like paying a full play set of them, being that sometimes you just clog up your hand, because if Nikya's on the field, I can't play another Nikya. But it's very important that I do have Nikya, because my whole deck revolves around Nikya, so I couldn't skimp out on playing all 4 copies. So I'm playing 4 copies. Then we have 2 copies of Meteor Golem. This is another great card. It is very costly, but it works out in this deck. When Meteor Golem enters the battlefield, you get to destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. That could be a Planeswalker, that could be an artifact, that could be an enchantment, that could be a creature. So this is just fantastic. Then we have an assortment of lands: 9 mountains, 9 forests, 1 rootbound crag, 1 stomping ground, and 4 timber gorges. All right, guys, so that's it for this deck tech. Let's get on to some of the gameplay and see how this does. All right, so that's a great opening hand. I'm absolutely going to keep this. I actually want to give you guys a disclaimer. I actually edited the deck a bit more after the deck tech. What I did is I added 2 more copies of Beast Whisperer, so I'm running a full play set of Beast Whisperer. I'm playing 4 copies. I took off 2 copies of Banner, that Goblin Banner Ray, the one that I pay the 2 mana and it gives itself a boost. And I also added another copy of that creature that does 1 damage to all my opponent's stuff. Yes, so this is where we're holding right now. I'm actually going to go right now to Neheb. You're going to see something really cool. I think if this doesn't get removed right now, you're going to see something pretty sweet. At least I hope so. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cast this regularly. Then I'm going to swing in with just the Neheb, and hopefully I'm going to discard my whole hand. Okay, well, we saw what's up. That happened pretty quickly. I was going to discard this hand and come off with 3 new cards. But that was great. That's my 5th copy of Prison Realm. Going to open that vault. Probably in like another 3-4 months at my pace. You know, free-to-play players. That's how it works for me. Okay, so I will play this, being that I do have Paradise Druid and Draconic Disciple, so I'll probably be able to play Nikya on time. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. 2 lands isn't much, but I think it'll give me what I need. Yes, it should definitely give me what I need. So, Paradise Druid. So we're probably going to get mortified at some point during this game. Yes, so Paradise Druid probably dropped actually the Timber Gorge this coming turn. Okay, let that hit, no big deal. So wait, if I play... No, so I'm going to do it like this. Yes, the Paradise Druid now is vulnerable. That's fine by me, though, because even if he does remove it, I could throw down a mountain and still get Nikya down this coming turn. So we're pretty cool. If I get Nikya down and Nikya doesn't get removed, I could go right into a kicked Varric's Bladewing, and that's always sweet when that happens. Oh, this may get cast down right now. Or Severed Strands. Fine by me. As I said before, I still get Nikya down, so that's cool. So long as my Nikya remains on the field, then we'll be in a sweet place. If Nikya remains now, we get a kicked Varric's Bladewing. We'll probably get Vivien's Grizzly down. And then we could just keep our, get those creatures keep on rolling through my hand. I want a Beast Whisperer, because if I have a Beast Whisperer, that's fine by me. If I have a Beast Whisperer, I get to draw my cards. Oh, that's also pretty sweet. So that's what it's called, Dagger Caster. So I have 2 copies of Dagger Caster in here now. I'm going to go ahead and kick this. So even if he does get rid of my Nikya, we should still be pretty good. And I could also cast the Vivien's Grizzly. That's also pretty sweet. Yup, and now we have Vivien's Grizzly, and we're in a pretty sweet spot. I'm gonna go ahead and attack because he can't kill me. At least I hope not. Oh, just my luck. He's gonna have a, or maybe he won't. All right, fine by me. Okay, so we're in a pretty sweet spot right now. This is a very strong place to find ourselves in. Demon of Catastrophes. Okay, pretty cool. Do I do the Vivien's Grizzly now? Do I attack first? Thus are the questions in life. I'm curious. I think I'm just going to swing in with both the Varric's Blade Wings. And see what happens. I mean, I have to be aggressive over here. I know he is playing removal, so stuff are going to get removed as time goes by anyway. So the time needs to be now to start acting. I'm going to go ahead and do this and see what comes our way. Take action. Another Varric's Blade Wing. Beautiful. Just look how this is popping off. Okay, Vivien's Grizzly is key in this deck, guys. Oh, shit. I made such a grand error. Oh, I'm such a tool. Okay, whatever. Oh, no, I wanted the other one. Okay, I'm just full of misplays this day, guys. I apologize. That was nowhere near as glorious as I thought it would be. It would have been glorious if what's his name? Varric's wasn't legendary, but unfortunately he is. So Disbark, okay. Now we just lost our... Oh, it's Exile too, that sucks. Okay, Nikya, that's one copy gone. But here we are with another copy. And I know he can't cast it down, so there's always that. I think once again I'm going to swing in with all that I got. Slowly crack away at his defenses. Fortunately, I don't have any direct removal. I think the time is ripe for a Skarrgan Hellkite. If I could score a Skarrgan Hellkite right now, I could whittle away at the Demon of Catastrophes, and then hopefully the field will be open. Legion's Landing. Interesting play. I drop again in the graveyard his Resembling Skeleton Bible. Oh, snap. What a play. Thing is, I really do need my Vivien's Grizzly. You know, I'm curious. What would you guys do? Drop in the comments below how you do this. Would you sacrifice the flyer, or would you get rid of the Vivien's Grizzly? I personally think, with no Beast Whisperers down on the field, that I need Vivien's Grizzly to keep on bringing things into my hand. I'm actually going to play Sunder Shaman now. I believe that Sunder Shaman is necessary to try to hopefully get rid of the Legion's Landing before things get too at hand. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and hopefully I'll be able to draw something I could play. Yeah, why not? I could do it again also if I want to. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather do it again, actually. I'd rather see what comes by. Another Nikya. So I'm going to keep Nikya just in case he gets rid of my other Nikya. I'll also attack with Nikya next turn. It'll be like a nice little bait for his Demon of Catastrophes. Then I could throw down the Dagger Caster and we'll kill what else he has on the field. And I will also swing in with Sunder Shaman, which he'll have to block out unless he wants to lose his Legion Landing, which I highly doubt that he does. I'm actually very happy with my decision to have sacrificed my token. Because if I didn't sacrifice the token... Yes. I believe this is what needed to be done. I'm going to swing in with both these guys. And he's going to be too tempted. He's going to have to try to block it out. Okay. Alright, it's fine. He's going to let the Nikya hit. Why wouldn't he just trade off with the Playcrafter? What does he need the Playcrafter for? Okay, or he did it that way. And now okay. This is good. I'm going to get rid of his Legion's Landing. So if I play it like this, if I go like this, yeah, I could still drop the dagger caster, which I will. And beautiful. Okay, so he's going to lose his Demon of Catastrophes, which, as things stand, was my main threat. Beautiful. Okay. So you saw how that worked out. Vivien's Grizzly is an absolute boss in this deck. I believe it warrants 3 to 4 copies. Okay, so let's go for it again. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that very much. I'm going to drop the Goblin Banner Ray. It's always nice to have an early play. You know, I could always use him to just chump block something. And as I said, later game with Nikya, I could just boost this guy. And he also has Mentor, so he really spruces up all the other things I'd be doing. Might as well go this way. Paradise Druid, and I'll swing in. I know he's not going to defend. He's going to need his ramp. Okay, this is just great. We're right where we need. Maybe I should even dagger castered over there. And I would have taken away some of his ramp element. You know, if he drops another... Oh, this is just beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful right now. I'm going to tap this in. I actually want to tap this for something. I don't want my Paradise Druid to just get knocked off just yet. And I think we're a pretty sweet spot. Skarrgan Hellkite comes next. I'm just going to systematically remove whatever he has down on the field. Or unless he drops another 1/1. Okay, good play. Good play. Perhaps I should have removed this thing first. But, you know, it's never too late. I'll do it right now at least. And swing in for quite a bit of damage. 5 damage. This is good. Yeah, I think Skarrgan Hellkite has to happen now, even if I don't have a Nikya down. Leyline Prowler. Yeah, definitely gonna go for a Skarrgan Hellkite at this point. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hang back over here, and then I'm just gonna remove. Wait, I need a Nikya to really be able to remove that. Jesus. Okay, I should have seen that coming though. That was, I guess that was pretty predictable. Now we have all these Vivien Grizzlies. Could I go ahead and tap this? I don't have enough available, but I think I could always do this. I think I'll feel good about doing this. Oh shoot, I was supposed to do it before to boost this up. I keep on making that mistake. I hardly ever play Goblin Banner Ray. Yeah. Okay, and I essentially just lost my dagger caster. Yippee for misplays. I'll actually just throw this. I'll do the Vivien Grizzly, so if I want to, I could swing in with the Grand Warlord. I think we may see a Vraska or Liliana. Wow. Liliana. Okay. How do I want to play? I think I'm actually just going to come in charging with everything that I got. I need to get rid of the Liliana, and I need to get rid of it now. So, we'll be producing quite a bit of mana. That works by me. He'll probably have to trade off the Leyline Prowler with the Grand Warlord. Yeah. Okay, I think that was the best play by him. Is he serious? Did he really just do that? You know what? I'm going to do this because I do want to get myself... Beautiful. That's going to go to the bottom. I don't need that right now. And I hit him for quite a bit of damage. Oh, he's getting cards. This is not good. Yeah, I actually think I lost the steam. I didn't consider that Death Touch really puts a number on me. But yeah, I guess when you're playing just creatures, yeah, Death Touch will do that to you. And unfortunately, I don't have another Nikya in sight. Oh, if only I had the mana available. Do I? If I attack, I'm going to be short. I'm going to be short, but oh well. That's a real shame. It is a shame, but it needed to be. Go for green, because why not? Trade off with Arn Lich. All right, that's a well put together deck. See Zadez. I don't hate you for it. But I definitely don't see any possible way that I could come back from here. I'm just too late in the game. Yeah, I'm out of here. Okay. We'll go for another one, though. Well played indeed. The problem is I don't have any of my ramp elements over here, and I don't know how I feel about that. But I do have some early plays. Maybe with a Beast Whisperer, I'll be able to... I think I'm going to keep it and see how this plays out. It may come to backfire on me, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So this is going to be a ramp deck of its own. Yet I have none of my ramp elements, and I'm playing 8 ramp elements, mind you. 4 Paradise Druids, 4 Draconic Disciples. But at least I'll get my Beast Whisperer on curve. Ooh. Yes. I gotta act fast. I'm gonna definitely save my Meteor Golem for this. I'm not gonna do anything just now. I really do need my Nikya out. I really hope that I could get Nikya on time. Yep, and it begins, fellas. So it begins. I will block that out. You know what? I'm not going to block it out just yet because I know that this is going to get bigger. And I'd rather block it out when it's bigger and save myself some more life as opposed to doing it early game. Oh, I could always do, I'm going for the Beast Whisperer. I'm actually going to block out this coming time. Hopefully I'll draw into a land and get a Nikya out. If I don't, I'm just going to be too slow. Perhaps it was stupid of me to go into this hand without any ramp element. My opponent is just having way too good of a time against me. Okay, so he's eyeballing the Immolation Shaman. Really? Really now? Okay, so unfortunately that's going to have to hit. Here's to hoping we get a Nikya. At least I drew a card. Yeah, that's not going to do. Oh, that's really not going to do. Okay, so this game is probably over as well. I was just too slow into the punch. It was stupid of me. Yeah, okay, so I'm out of here. No need to waste time. There's no way I'm going to win this one. I'll go one more. I'll do one more, and this time, I swear, I won't go into a hand unless I have a ramp element into my Nikyas. I find it's not so important to have Nikya in your opening hand as it is to have ramp element in your opening hand. The odds of me drawing in by... there was some like crazy statistics someone was telling me about. Like if you have 4 copies of a card, by turn 2, your odds of drawing one of those copies like 44%. So we could always rely on probably drawing into a Nikya if we need. But what's more important is being able to hit it on curve. So yeah, I'm going to keep this. We'll go for the Paradise Druid. I actually think I'm going to go for the Beast Whisperer before I go for the Neheb. Oh, it's all these aggro decks. Okay, beautiful. So we just drew into Nikya. Yeah, so hopefully Paradise Druid into Beast Whisperer into Nikya. And that's what we're going to go for. I don't like when I go up against opponents who are both paying for their avatar and both paying for their sleeves, because they're a pay to win player, and you just have a massive advantage if you pay for your cards. For me, it's all about that slow grind. Everything I have over here was from wild cards or from opening in packs and such. So I got a bit lucky. Okay, this is... Yeah, we're slow. We're very slow to the punch. Against aggro decks, I guess this deck doesn't do all that well. It's very hard to make a deck without any non-creature spells. It's very hard. You could do your best, but it's a difficult endeavor. But I've been converted. I am a Nikya fan. She's done me good. Ooh, Grand Lord Warlord Radha. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Beast Whisperer now. Simply because if I don't get it down now, I'm never gonna get it down later, and I do need the card draw. I am stuck over here with just creature cards and not a land to speak of. But I will go for the Neheb if I can't get anything else down. River Sneak. You know what would be fine? The Dagger now. The Dagger guy who does 1 damage to all these. That is what I need at this point. Oh, snap. He may tap everything. No, I think he'll swing in right now with the River Sneaks. Yeah. Okay, so he can tap them all. And... Okay, so how do I play? So, you know what? I guess Nikya has to come down. Must be the right play. And then we're going to roll from here. Another Beast Whisperer, which is always nice. Neheb. Grand Warlord. I actually may be able to play almost all the stuff I have this coming turn. It's just that with his unblockables, it's not good. I really do need to get that Dagger dude. Yeah, that's what I need. Silvergale Adept. Oh, please. If I could wipe these guys off in one fell swoop, that would be beautiful. I hope he doesn't tap. If he taps and gives them 1/1 counters, I'm done for. Come on, just draw that card. You want that card. I know you want that card. Just tap 3 of them. Let the River Sneaks attack. It's gonna be man. Oh, shit. Okay, now we're in trouble. We are indeed in trouble. So what I'm going to do is, at least I'm going to attack with the Grand Warlord. I'm actually going to do a full frontal assault right now. I don't know if it's going to be enough. No, probably won't be enough, but still. Yeah, I'll go for another Beast Whisperer, I suppose. Do another card. I'm going to swing in with all that I got right now. Is that the right play? I guess so, whatever. I'm going to produce land. Yeah, I'm going to produce it that way. No, my opponent's going to take the cake. Yeah. It was a shame, but I did my best. Let me see, he's for sure going to swing in this. Oh, Skarrgan Hellkite. If I could survive just this turn. So if I could survive just this turn, then I think I shall be fine. So long as I could get rid of the River Sneaks. If I could get rid of the River Sneaks, I should be good. What? Why would you do that? To boost this up. Okay. He did that to boost up the River Sneaks. And he also got rid of the one that had a counter on it. That was funny. He should have kept that one. He's going to attack. I actually think I may be able to turn this one around. Yeah, I think I win this. I feel like he misplayed that. He didn't play that the best way possible. I'm going to go ahead, Skarrgan Hellkite. Yep. Draw myself cards. Oh, well, I didn't think I would win that one. I'm pretty happy that I did. Unfortunately, he didn't let me finish that off. I would have just drawn 2 more cards, and then with the Neheb, I would have discarded that, produced more mana and more land. Anyway, this over here is Nikya's Ramp. It's a pretty sweet brew. As I said before, I changed it a bit from the deck tech. I dropped 2 copies of Goblin Banner Raise. I had 1 copy of Vivien. I had 1 more Daggercaster, and I had 2 more copies of Beast Whisper. Anyway, this is my Nikya's Ramp. I think it's a really sweet, sweet deck. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And most importantly, I hope you guys have a great day.